Alright, welcome back everyone. Today I'm just kind of sighting in my new scope for my Daisy air rifle to take care of pests, rodents, and just to have some backyard fun. I have a 22 caliber I'm very happy with, but a Gamo Swarm, very nice weapon. Now it's time to do the same thing with my Daisy. The first upgrade I had to make was with the scope, because the factory scope, for example, if this is a scope and the red cap was the eye relief area where you set the focus, if you turn it a quarter of a turn, it would throw your trajectory off anywhere, because I don't think the glass was in straight at all. So you turn this, for example, a quarter of a turn that way, and you could be aiming high and to the left. Just the most terrible thing. And then it looked like you were looking through fog. So I just went to Walmart and bought the cheapest scope I could buy. I think it's by Simon or Simon, however you want to enunciate it, doesn't matter to me. I just bought the cheapest one. It's definitely better than what was on there. So I know you see a number 1 right there, but that is not my first shot. My very first shot is actually 0. That's what it came in out of the box before I did anything. Looking at this target group right here, so this is a blister cap. So that is my very first shot without any adjustments. So then I see I'm quite a distance off. I'm not familiar with the scope. I didn't read any of the directions in the instruction manual. And this is my first shot with adjustments, if that makes any sense. I use the same pellet type, allegedly the same weight of pellet, but I'm going to show you something different. I tried to shoot it all in the same type of conditions, meaning it was windy. Wind was typically blowing from the south to the north, but sometimes it would blow from the southeast to the north. And so, and there's a lot of variables, especially with such a light projectile. And being so far back, I'm well over, I'd say is actually about 65 feet in total distance to the target. This target, by the way, is about as big as my index finger. That's a little less than 5/8 of an inch, or maybe it is 5/8 of an inch, but right, we're not covering very much of that with my index finger. My thumb covers it, no problem, and then I do not have large hands by any stretch of the imagination. So shot number 1 adjusted quarter turn. Shot number 2 adjusted at 3 more quarters, right, to get shot number 3. Then I left it alone, right? I figure I'm so close to the bullseye right here. This could be just an inaccuracy of me not hitting the bullseye. So I put 3 more rounds. Oh, where's number 4? 4, 5 was way out there, and then 6. Still these 3 right here are close enough to tell me that, okay, it's maybe I'm jerking the trigger, or maybe it's wind, or maybe it's the weight of the pellet. Maybe I'm not getting the same pressure. Even though I'm using 10 pumps every time, I might not be getting the same pressure. So then I put 7 and 8, and I'm basically dancing around the target. In my opinion, there's no point in adjusting the scope anymore, because there's a lot of variables in such a lightweight projectile at such a distance. So how I aim my scope is right like this, right? Let's just draw a straight line, and then we'll draw a straight line across the bottom, right? I know it's not straight, right, because I'm looking through the camera and it's really weird. So that's my reticule right there, and as long as I have this point touching and this point touching, I should always hit my target. Right now, keep in mind, this is pretty small. That's pretty good. Now I could probably try 1 click left and 1 click down, and try and really narrow it in. But as long as the wind is blowing, and the projectiles are always different, because some of them, when I put one in and I slide the bolt forward, some of them would slide in like a breeze, and some of them I'd have to ram it in there pretty good. So not all projectiles are the same. And I did have 2 of these up here, but this is supposed to be a penetrator tip type style projector. There are 250 of these in a package, and as you can tell, that is not a pointy tip. And so I can only wonder what kind of other manufacturer defects are internal to this type of pellet that I purchased, or who knows. So there's a lot of variables in this, and since I don't have a digital scale to weigh each and every one of these to make sure they're all consistent, there's a lot of variables. But for right now, if I was killing a squirrel, as you can see, I drew an outline right here, very rough outline of a squirrel's face with the eyeball and the ear. I think that's close enough for a little over 60 feet. Have a good day.